Oh, hey, hi. Scott, the streaming consciousness of poker guy here. This is where I play World Series of Poker and I give you my honest thoughts as I stream my consciousness out of my face hole. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and bring up the poker machine for us. Um, this is the World Series of Poker. I don't know if you guys have downloaded it or if you haven't played it, but we're going to just stick to a few things. I'm just going to point a few things out to you. I've got a slush fund of almost 3 billion in chips to spend teaching you how to use this thing. I'm going to show you how to use these free gaming tools. This is let me move out of the way. There's a nice gaming tool here, the wheel, video poker, Daily Blitz. This is actually, Daily Blitz is good for building your poker skills, but I'm going to show you how to do it all, okay? Now, I'm already ready to play, so I'm just going to show you what the season quest is that we're going to play. Basically, we're going to go for a season quest today, and it might take us a few minutes, but you'll get my streaming consciousness the whole time. Aren't you lucky? So right now, the World Series of Poker, to satisfy the first quest, they would like us to bet 25.9 million or 26 million chips. We're at 9 million already. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. And as I've showed you before, every time we choose a table and we join, we're going to play this 30-60 table. Move myself out of the way here. And that means that the small blind is 30,000, the large blind is 60. Okay, and I came in with a $4.5 million purse. Right now, we're just waiting to join the table, and like that. And shouldn't be long now. Usually, it takes a couple of times. I don't have any opinion because I'm not playing this hand, but here's a pair of kings. Let's see who's got a pair of kings. See who's going to win with a pair of kings. It's only 210 grand out there, so I doubt anybody has a king. All right, somebody closed out before the showdown. We're going to make us wait another hand. So what I'll do is I'll just scroll up while they're making us wait another hand. I'll show you. We've played, and I mean we collectively, me, and anybody who's seen my stream of consciousness poker show, we've played two. Oh, I can't. That's right. I get cut off. I forget I get cut off in front of the green screen. We've played 20,504 hands, and our best hand is a straight flush with a high 10 club. All right? All right. We're part of the, we're a king 4, by the way. That's a pretty good ranking. We'll talk about ranking some other time. Oh, look, somebody could be flushing. Lots of clubs out on that table. Let's see who's got the flush. Who's got that flush? I'm sure one of the 3 players still in the game has a club. Let's see if it's high enough. So flush. Bob Eldridge won 8 million with a flush. Nice. Okay, now we're in. We're the big blind. You'll notice there's a purple marker over by my picture here. Our time to check. We're going to check with a king 9, even though we're not suited. All right, so look, that's pretty good. We got a pair of 9s, and we're working 3 spades. So we're going to go ahead and we'll check this. We won't put a raise in just yet. So far, it's a good hand. Possible straighting. We're an 8 away from a straight. So we got lots of things working for us, but the flush has been taken away. So we got a pair of 9s, and we're working on a straight. One more card. I'm going to check. No reason to increase the bet. An ace. Doesn't really help us. So right now, we have just a pair of 9s. We'll see what somebody comes at us. Somebody's challenging us a $480,000 raise. Do we take it? Sure, let's take it. See, somebody had the flush. There you go. All right, nice hand. We got suited 8-5. We got possible straighting. I'll go ahead and call the 60. I'd like to flop the diamonds. We'll see. Oh, now it's another 600 to get to the flop. But you know what? I feel pretty good. You never go with your gut. We'll talk about strategies another time, but we're just having fun. We've picked up a 3rd diamond. And if we can pull up a 10, we got straighting. So we'll check. I like to check when there's no money on the table. So now it's a big check. You know what? Just for fun, because we're having fun today, my friends, all in. Let's see what we got. And when you go all in, you can take your hands off the wheel, right? Because it goes, oh, we didn't do very well. So somebody won 11 million, and it wasn't us, but we don't care. Let's see what we got up here. We might have some coin. I always check the chip gifts and the bonuses. I never leave anything on the table. All right, so we got an 8-9 suited. We're going to go ahead and we'll check that. Somebody wants to call 1.5 million, wants me to call 1.5 million to go to flop. You know what? I'm feeling saucy, as I often do when I'm doing the show. So just for fun, how about we just go all in? Now, a lot of people would tell me I'm insane. They'd be right. Let's see what happens. We've got a pair. Got a pair of nines and another club. Let's see, how'd we do? Nope, our pair of kings beat us. But you know what? It's okay, because we matched a quest. And I'll get to the quest in a second. We're going to go ahead and collect our cards. Always collect cards. Always tip your dealer when you win. And we'll do that when we win. Always, you'll see up here, there's a, over the SG, there's a 1. We'll get to that in a second. That's a special quest, SQ, excuse me. That's a special quest. So we're going to go to the special quest in a second. But right now, we're 6 away from pulling a straight. Now, we haven't pulled any straights yet today. Let's see, we've got 2 cards to pull a 6. We'll see if they force us into paying for cards. Still don't have the 6. The ace of diamonds doesn't help. Check. Didn't cost us anything yet. We're still in the game. Whenever you can always decide to fold if the number's ridiculous. We're hoping for a 6. 60 grand to buy a 6. Let's see what we got. All we need is the 6. The only thing that helps us is the 6. And there's the 2. So we can check with the 2. Somebody will probably throw a bet out there. If they don't, we'll all check, and whoever has the best hand will win. I don't think it'll be me. Somebody's asking for 720. No, thank you. We fold. We have nothing. Again, when I play video online, video WSOP, you can't look the players in the eye, so there's no reason to bluff unless you know you got a bunch of amateurs at the table. I'll check the 10-4. Now, this is nice because we're just a jack away again, just 1 card away, really, from pulling a nice straight. So we'll check. It's not costing us anything. We're just coming around the table. We got a pair of 4s. Anybody with diamonds or hearts doesn't have a flush yet. And what do we got? Let's see. Who's coming? Who's coming? We got a jack. So I've got a straight. I'm going to go ahead because I just feel good. I'm going to go ahead and bet 2 million on our straight. All right? Now, this should work out to be a good hand. Everybody will either fold or they'll call. So there's a call. Somebody's calling. You know what? We're going to go ahead and raise the call and go all in. He doesn't trust that I've got a straight. Now, I don't know what he's got. I don't think he has a flush. If he has a flush, there's a problem. Yeah, so he won. I'm going to tell him nice hand. I like when somebody beats me with a nice hand. Very, very nice. Okay? We've got an 8-9 not suited. Got a $30,000 call, 30,000 chip call to get in with the small. Now, mind you, just to keep in mind, we've already put our 30,000 on the table. So unless it costs us any more for this crappy 8-9 that's not suited, we're not going to go any further. So we're just going to see what happens. We're going to probably call to 30. Somebody raised at 30, just so you know. It's actually 60 to play. That's why it's 30, 60, small, big. Pair of 4s doesn't really help us, but again, no more money on the table. Pair of 4s, by the way, everybody's got a pair of 4s. Anybody with a king or a 4 is probably sitting on a 3 of a kind or a pair. I don't like what I got, so I'm going to fold out of his hand. And while we're folded, we're going to go check the special quest and see what we've done. Let's see over here. We've collected 5 album packs, and that's going to get us a nice little reward, which will swing back around when we go back out to the lobby. But for now, we're going to finish our quest. And just to give you an idea where we are in the quest, you touch this little star here, And we're at 22.5 million of the 26 million they want us in chips to bet. So you can win it on one hand, actually. We will, though. Bet it on one hand, excuse me. It's not a win requirement, it's a bet requirement. There are different requirements. So we're looking at 3 spades, the 6, the 8, and the ace, and 2 hearts. So the only thing that really helps us now is some suited cards. There's another suited card. Don't know that the 6 of spades will hold if I pull another suit. Somebody might have a higher 6. There's a pair of 2s. So it's not my pair of 2s. The hand really means nothing to me. It's really nothing. And somebody wants 360 for me to call. I'm going to fold out and let somebody else take so. Somebody had a 3 of a kind. I call that a good fold. Anyways, we're almost home on our quest. And then we'll wrap up this round of Scott's Stream of Consciousness poker show. I like to keep it short and sweet. By the way, if you like what you're seeing while we're waiting, hit the subscriber. I'll call the queen too. Hit the subscriber button so you can watch my show whenever I release a new one, which is about once or twice a week. All right, so we've got a pair of queens and we've got possible straighting. It's not easy to pull a 4 and a 6 or an ace and a 4, but we're going to go ahead on our pair of queens just for fun as we're wrapping it up. We'll bet the 1.8 million. That should get us across our quest line at least. Remember, we were asked to bet a certain amount of chips. Let's see how this hand plays out. Oh, 2 pairs, so what do we got? So we've got 2s and queens. That's good for us because the queens and 2s are ours. I'm going to go ahead and raise again to 1.5 million. Good chance of pulling a full boat. There's our full boat. We win almost 6 million in chips. All right, so not bad. And you'll notice we've now almost reached our quest. We're almost there. Remember I said whenever we win a hand, we want to go ahead and tip our dealer. And we've been dealt an ace-3 suited, so we're going to go ahead and call. And while we're coming around the horn, we'll go ahead and see what we've collected in our inbox. It's a bonus. Never leave anything on the table. Always collect your bonuses. And now we're just a couple of cards away from another straight. Is it worth 5 1/4? I don't think so. Maybe it was. End up pulling another 8. So there's 2 pair on the table, 3s and 8s. We're going to find out if that would have been enough. They're up. So winner before the showdown. Very nice. Good move. All right, let's see what we got. We got 4-7 suited. All right, good straighting possibility. Going to go ahead and call the 60 because, again, we're still trying to get to the quest, right? To the quest. There's, oh, look at that. We got a pair of 7s and we got another club. So we got 7, 8, 9. We're going to go ahead and call the 120 if that's what it stays at, if Will doesn't raise us. Cody, you going to raise us? No, we'll call the 120. A 5 or a 6 would be really nice, or another club. Pair of 7s, 3 of a kind. Look at that, 3 of a kind. Well, folks, I don't know about you, but whenever I have a pair, I always bet 1 million. And when I got 3 of a kind, I bet 3 million. Let's see who's staying with me. A lot of people tend to drop off, especially those that are of a lower rank. But this will definitely put us over on the top of Questville. So I believe 3 of a kind is going to win it. We're going to find out. We'll check. Yep, 3 of a kind wins us 6 million. And now notice we've earned the 300 seashells for getting the golden card. And our claim, our blue button is now listed as claim. I don't know if you can see that because I might be cutting it off a little bit. I'm going to fold out of here. I'm going to hit the claim. And then you get to see what happens. So we have satisfied the first quest of the day. The next quest is to play 2 hands. So we'll come back around on another show and play the 10 hands. Right now it's a fold. I usually will play 1 more hand before I leave. So give me 1 more chance. I'll play 1 more hand for you. Mind you, we're at 10.2 million in chips. We've collected 600 shells or chevrons, whatever you want to call them. There might be a bonus waiting for us. Remember I said always check the bonuses. All right, another 1.3 million. And let's see, we are now up to 2.887 billion in chips. Billion with a B. Never paid them $1. Last hand, watch this. I'm going to use a check fold. All right, we got through it. Check fold would have folded us if there was money, but it was a check fold. So I like to touch one button. I'll hit check fold again, and somebody must have put 60 grand up like they did, and now we're gone. So that'll do it for today. We're going to go back out to the lobby. And I just wanted to show you, because we've satisfied some of the daily quests, and I'm going to talk about these beg screens another time. They beggity, beg, beg, beg. But notice what we have now. We now have a chevron over this nice little covered guy right here. So this wheel, we're going to spin this wheel. And this is how I have managed to play World Series of Poker without giving them any coin of my own. I keep playing these freebies. We just won 6.2 million more in chips, which I spend on you, my friends. So I hope you're getting something out of this. Again, if you like what you're seeing, please hit the subscribe button. And you can write to me through the show. You can send me a comment. I love to hear from you. And if you want to have some one-on-one poker time, I'm happy to do that as well. Hope you've enjoyed what you're seeing. Look at, we're at 2,894,000,000. So that's 2,894,017,211 chips, and I've never given World Series of Poker $1. Think about that. See you next time.